So we're talking about how to write an awesome hook for your LinkedIn post. The reason why LinkedIn post hooks are so important, as we're going to go into, and we're going to be learning from Matt Barker. I tried to reach out to him, but I couldn't. He sent me this message, which is due to a large amount of messages. Anyway, the point is he's a really, really awesome copywriter, ghostwriter on LinkedIn, and just always gives so much value on how to write really well. And he's got some amazing courses and other stuff you can sign up. I'll link to him in the description below. You can follow his content and all that kind of stuff. But today we're going to be learning from Matt Barker, who is one of the pros at LinkedIn. Over the past, why should we learn from him? Over the past 2 years, he's got something like 25 million post impressions just in a couple of years. He's grown so quickly. He teaches LinkedIn and specifically how to write, and he's a ghostwriter, and he's built out a business. Not only is he getting those impressions, he's converting those impressions into actual revenue, leads and revenue, which is exactly the kind of person we want to learn. Matt Barker, if you're watching this, please, I'm trying to reach out to you. I want to get you on this channel. I want my audience to learn from you, so do reach out. But Matt Barker talks a lot about different things, but one of the things that strikes me, what he talks about a lot, is how to write a hook. I think he's really into hooks. I've been analyzing all his posts over here on specifically how to write powerful hooks, and this video is going to go into that. So let's jump right in. So how to write a hook. This is from Matt Barker's newsletter. Sign up to it. Build a powerful 10-word hook in 5 steps. So let's go through his process. Basically, hook writing is incredibly important because when you see a post on LinkedIn, you want to basically click on that see more button. So clicking on that see more button, here you go, is actually gives the algorithm a signal that if more people are doing that, the more people are reading it, which means the post is going to go further. So basically, you want people clicking on that see more button. And that's one of the reasons why writing a good hook is really important, because then it gives a promise that you basically want to deliver it once they see more. So by that hook, if your hook is bland, even if the content is really valuable, less people are going to go see more, click on see more, less people are going to really engage with your content. So clicking that see more button is one of the main reasons why writing a hook is really important. The second part is the hook is going to get people to basically actually comment and like. A lot of people read the hook and skim the rest, which is normal. We all do this. Let's not pretend. This is why writing good headlines is really important in blogging and YouTube and all this kind of stuff, because we skim through most of the content, but the hook is probably the most important side of things. So mastering hook writing is so important. This is why we need to learn from people like Matt Barker. So let's learn from him right now. And so basically he sees it as 5 elements: a basic starting point, adding a timeline, adding numbers, adding a topic, and adding curiosity. So let's go through these one by one based on his newsletter, and let's go. So start with a basic hook. Version 1, some things I learned. Okay, so this is a bland thing, but it's the starting point. Some things I learned. This is bad, but it's a starting point. So this is how he teaches. So the next thing you want to do is add a timeline. So some things I learned yesterday. Okay, cool. So you got a timeline, or it could be 3 years ago, yesterday I went to, in 2 years I want to be, back in 2019 So this is adding a timeline, and he says it's really important to add a timeline because it allows you to conceptually kind of see the concept in a more conceptual way. Adding numbers and timelines adds this. So adding numbers is really good. So this is better. 5 things I learned yesterday. So 5 things. So because now there's a number, we now know that there's 5 things. So it lets people just know, okay, there's 5 things, which is just really easy for them to understand. Sugar, I need to be doing this on my YouTube channel. Why am I not doing this? I know people are teaching this left, right, and center. Thank you, Matt. You're making me a better LinkedIn writer, a better YouTube, and a better marketer generally. So 5 things I've learned yesterday. Add a topic. Okay, what's the actual topic now? 5 things I learned about copywriting yesterday. Okay, much better, because now how many things you learn, when you learned them, and what you learned about. So you're getting the how, when, and what, which is incredibly important. And this is all going into one hook, all one line. We're not trying to write an essay. It's just one hook. It could be 1 or 2 lines. So basically, you haven't even opened up with the content yet. So add curiosity and power words. This, I think, is a really important part to the puzzle. So you've got the 5 things I learned about copywriting, but adding this curiosity and adding power words is the key. So I'm going to try to put this into my YouTube title. I'm going to try to learn from Matt Barker how to do this. 5 secrets I learned about writing incredible LinkedIn hooks yesterday. So he's saying 5 things I learned about writing incredible LinkedIn hooks yesterday. So now insane amount of detail and creative curiosity is added. So change things to secrets. So instead of 5 things I learn, 5 secrets I've learned. Instead of things, it's secrets. So that's really cool. Change copywriting to writing incredible LinkedIn hooks. Okay, so 5 things I learned about writing incredible LinkedIn hooks. Boom. This is so good. Okay, thank you, Matt. Again, bonus tip, think about product, person, and payoff. So this is his bonus tip. Product, what am I delivering to the reader? Okay, so you're making a promise. What am I delivering? Person, who is this content for? Really think, is this like CMOs, small business owners? Who is this for? And the payoff, why should they read it? I call it the 3 Ps formula. So here you go. Product and person. 7 note-taking habits. So the product is habits. This is what he's delivering, like about the topics. Its product could be replaced with topic, and the person, habits. Digital writers is the person. So he's focused on digital writers, must do to generate endless ideas. Payoff. And that's the payoff. That's all for this week, folks, from Matt Barker's Learning. I'm going to be doing a lot more learning about from other awesome people like Justin Welsh is my next one. But I'm also going to be analysing Matt Barker. He has a lot more to teach us. And so, Matt Barker, if you are reading this, please, or seeing this, please do reach out. I don't know how to reach out to you. I tried to reach out on LinkedIn, but I can't. And I don't know why on your website you have like this auto response on LinkedIn, so no one can reach out to you anymore, which is fair enough. You probably have a million people reach out to you. But I'm going to be definitely check out the playlist that's popping out in the end of the video, or links in the description below, because I'm going to be doing loads of how to write on LinkedIn from some of our best creators and just learning how they're doing it, because we want to get really, really powerful writing on LinkedIn. Writing on LinkedIn is a really good thing to do. And I'm just going to quickly show you my journey. People are probably going to click off this at the moment, but if not, here's what I'm achieving. I started writing again here. So here's where I was going. Post impressions, pretty much nothing, and then boom, it just goes straight through. So I'm going to be getting, and then the weekend here, and then I'm writing again. So I feel like this is going to be increasing massively. I've got 3,000 impressions on that one, 1,700, 1,600 on this one. So these post impressions going like 1.5 to 3,500 or 3,000 impressions so far. And it just depends really. I've got a post out today, and I also have profile views. It's starting to rise again, which is super cool. And the post I got today, which is what I'm learning about, is today I'm writing about this is actually about this one. So it's 386 after the first few hours. I think this is going to hit 1,500 probably, which is going to be super cool, and all these likes and comments and all this kind of stuff. So I'm really happy about this. I've already got a couple of DMs about people ask me about, content writing and all the stuff I'm talking about. So it's the metrics we really should be looking at, which I'll go into another video, isn't just impression. Impression's cool, but it's actually how many of those impressions turn into DMs, how many of those DMs turn into sales calls, and how many ultimately, what is your return on investment. I would love to learn a metric, which is something I'm making up maybe, but how much revenue are you getting per impression? That's the metric I'm going to be analysing in the future once I start really pushing this hard, because I'm actually going to be pushing this to my own newsletter eventually. Like Matt, like Justin Welsh, I'm learning from the best, and I want you to learn. Follow this journey with me, and I will speak to you guys soon. Check out the playlist, because I'm literally just making loads of videos about writing on LinkedIn, and then also about AI content writing as well.